Duse M, PT.
Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Jump on it, jump on it.
Jump on it, ride it like Taki. The hell smoking that loud, lace the yak with mouth. Make your mama proud, popping it like shot. Turn up, it's a gangster party.
PT ain't never popped a Molly, but if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Holly. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young Emmett. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge image. To the day they go before and they box me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply chose my route. On my hobby.
Where's? Welcome to the Damu and Kiwe Conversations, home of the West Coast, the voice of the culture. It's Duse M the Don. I'm right back at it, just like a crack at it. Y'all bang that like button on y'all way in. We got the content. That's a fact. The number one show for ETE, exposing the exposers at the same time, edifying through entertainment. Let me get my good people up in here, man. I ain't even shared the link nowhere, bro. Y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. Run and tell a friend. Y'all in here with the Don, Duse Sims, man. So we gonna take y'all through the content. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take y'all through the content. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button, man. I see it slow, but we'll be up in here. You know what I'm saying? We'll be up in here. Hey, man, salute to the Curse and No Jumper Reckless podcast, man. They put that that Valley money on display today. If y'all didn't know about the Valley money, it's the anniversary of us running that play on CS2 back with the 115. That was the most money I ever got for a 115. And it wasn't even a real 115, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bang that like button. Salute Renegade Duchess. What's happening? What's happening? What's the business? TD Official, what up? I see you on IG. We on YouTube with it. If you're on Instagram, going over to Active Chucks on YouTube. We got the content. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come up over there. They only gonna give you an hour on Instagram, so you might as well go on over there now. Tell a friend. Y'all over here with the Don Duse M. So look, we ain't even finna make y'all wait. We already at 30. They could come in once they see the content. Salute, lace them chucks up and get active. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to this first. You know what I'm saying? Let's start it off with this first. You know what I'm saying? So, rapper Future attacked at the BET Awards at Club Greystone. Y'all see this? This was an article from 2012 when this first happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Said, is it so? Word on the street is that rapper Future was nearly attacked at an after party following the BET Awards Sunday night. It seems Future was joined by girlfriend and singer Sierra at Greystone Manor, Greystone, when members of a LA gang approached the rapper over a daddy-o's. For all the details, head on over to Tattletales. Wow. For the exclusive story. Let's see if we can get over there to Tattletales. So this allegedly happened at Greystone Manor, you know what I'm saying? And well, I don't see it over here, so that was good enough, right? So let's go back over here. So see, y'all never seen that Smoked Out TV. Salute, what up? Y'all hit that like button on y'all way over here. Shout out to the Blue Wrench Mob, always on a job. Lou from the Lou. What's up, bro? Jason High, CS2 put all those extra charges for running his mouth on purpose. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Polo family, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Polo really one of the brothers that was able to witness everything from the beginning. So to see the end of shout out to Drew V, and the Blue Ridge Mob. So look, so that's one article that talked about that. And then we had the Music Times article. Sierra boyfriend Future attacked by gang members. Greystone Manor, BET after party shut down. Body party songstress and rapper Bew threatened for ditching club performance. This article is dated July 4th, 2013, right? Danica Bellini. Media Takeout reports that Sierra and her rapper boyfriend Future were attacked by gang members at a BET after party on Sunday, June 30th. Apparently, the performance he'd already been paid for, and the promoter was not happy about being cheated. The Greystone Manor Bash in West Hollywood was allegedly shut down following the gang threats, and one security guard was badly injured. Few details surrounding the alleged attack are currently available. According to a credible MTO source, the couple was partying when the gang members entered Greystone Manor, ready for some blood. Thankfully, Future bodyguards stepped in right in time. Sierra and her boyfriend weren't injured, but a member of Future's security team was badly hurt during the scuffle. He was placed in stable but guarded condition at a local Los Angeles hospital. So what do gang members have anything to do with Sierra and Future? Apparently, the Pluto rapper was paid to play a gig a while back, but he never showed. Instead of going through the legal system, he cheated. Club promoter apparently had connections on the streets, and that's how he tried to get his cash back. When police arrived to the scene, things were so chaotic, the entire area was basically shut down. This isn't the couple first run-in with club promotion trouble, as M-Stars reported earlier this month. TMZ reports that songstress Sierra is currently being sued by popular West Hollywood gay bar, The Factory. I performed there before. Listen, if you booked me, I didn't even know they was gay until I got there. But anyway, for belly on a 10,000 appearance deal. Apparently, Sierra backed out of the event scheduled for Friday, June 7th, just one day before the main LA Pride Week celebration, the 2013 LA Pride Parade. According to reps for the 27-year-old Goodies Beauty, the lawsuit is totally bogus. Sierra never officialed the deal. TMZ recently obtained the Factory lawsuit, and then it goes back into the Factory lawsuit. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn that off. And then we're going to get into the content. Y'all hit the like button. 440 Jews. Y'all hype me up. These nuts. Unk alert. Oh, yeah, definitely Unk alert. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the support. You dig? Definitely Unk alert. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else we got. Whack 100 is CS2 back. Jerry Griffin, you see CS2 trying to mix situations to point somewhere besides himself. Well, he got help from the No Jumper cast. I did see that. But listen, bro, ain't nobody going for that. The feds are closing in. I believe they set CS2 back up bad. It could be. I know the cops don't really like rats either. They don't want theirs to rat on them, but they want you to rat on yours. What's good, bro? I'm in the building. I'm so grimy media. Salute. So that lets you know that when they talk about what happened at LAX, it's a total different alleged beatdown than the one that happened previously at Greystone Club. So, what's up, Drew? What's up, Lou? Always remember CS2 back is Whack 100. Y'all ain't gonna let the world forget it. Y'all hit that like button if y'all in here. Cash McElroy, the Elroy lying ass talking about he kicking with the nigga that shot Munchie. He going all out with the lies. Man, he's so dumb. He don't even know the nigga name that shot Munchie. Goofy. That's how you know he far removed from the streets and from being in good with the homies. So anyway, Whack 100, we going to get into CS2 back today too, right? We're going to get it back into the paperwork because this boy Point and Shoot try to act as if the World Star Hip Hop documentary was speculation. You know what I'm saying? Speculation? Nigga, when you got court documents with a nigga name on it and a nigga lying about it, ain't no speculation. Nigga, he lying for a reason. But let's get into this because he did such a great job with this. Shout out to Point and Shoot. He's one of the best that do it. You know what I'm saying? But you just was wrong on that one little element. Let's get into it, man.
Okay, so it does look like Jack 100's career is sort of over at this point. He is having the worst time of his life right now. Everyone's calling him a snitch, a rat, an informant.
I'm saying you informed in Big U's case. Cash Jones is an informant.
And they're saying this because a couple years ago, Jack 100 was telling this story publicly about how him and Big U chased Future through the airport to retrieve some sort of debt.
I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. Trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bit. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side.
And Jack 100 was bragging about how he did this, how he did that. Well, this is why things are crazy, is because a Big U is being indicted for that same thing, but Jack 100 is not.
What?
He's not being indicted. Big U is. Now, I've seen this happen before. I've seen Jack 100 seemingly go along with like a felonious assault. Remember in J. Reed Alley when Loose Canyon beat up that old man?
What?
I was highly suspicious. I was like, why is this little fuck not in jail with Loose Canyon? He was standing right next to him. And he's always bragging about how his team doesn't move unless he says so. Like, Whack, when I move, I didn't even know he was going to do that. Nephew came out to he can't. I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? He could just go on and on with these excuses. But at the end of the day, he's always bragged about how his team moves militant and how, no one moves unless he moves and everything, except if it gets caught on camera and or someone goes to jail for it. Then it's, and so I do want to play this audio. This is rare audio. This just resurfaced of Jack 100 taking credit for being the guy that chased Future through the airport.
That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch young Dolph on. The nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look, I said, that's the for shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here, let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your
Hey, Future, come here, let me holler at you. Keep in mind, as of today, Big U's being charged with this situation in a federal indictment.
You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bit. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he
hit that like button on your way in.
A dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Whack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Give me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trigger's money the next day.
All right, so there you have it. Jack 100 taking credit for and describing himself taking part in an extortion. And this is what people are saying is proof that Jack 100 is an informant. Now, this is where things get interesting because Jack 100 was never at the airport that day and he completely lied about his involvement in that he had nothing to do with it.
What?
So even if it turns out he's not an informant, which he is, he's still, so if he's not an informant, he's definitely lying about this, trying to make himself see. He's claiming skits that his partners did, and he's claiming those skits to make himself seem and feel more gangster.
What?
So no matter what, he's lying about some gangster shit on the internet, which is...
Hey, hold on. Yeah, that's some yee shit. What kind of weirdo? That's you's a weirdo if you is lying and claiming stripes that you ain't earned, nigga. What kind of a hood general claims stripes he ain't earned? Nigga, you already got all the stripes you can get. Nigga got more stripes than a tiger around this funky joint, man. But look, King Buck Wild said Byron, the gas station beatdown guy, ain't doing nothing. Duse M's already exposed CS2 back years ago. Now everybody want to say something after Wack turned on them. Bro, it's even deeper than that. Man, I heard the nigga SKG and them was talking about the only one defending Big U that says something about me is Duse M's smoker ass and all of this shit, right? And the nigga, he clipped it and said, well, you know they talking about me. I said, this nigga really got the main person syndrome, but let him do what he do, man. He on the same mission. It just, the war was already over. You know what I'm saying? We been smashed and exposed this nigga. And we going to take y'all through it today. Let's go.
Completely cancelable in the streets. Nobody in the streets should be
like
respecting
button.
Jack 100. Let me tell you that right now. Jack 100 is such a goof. He's blabbing online about stuff he didn't even do that other people did. That's snitching right there. What the fuck? You know, what the hell is that? Talking about a crime that actually took place that you're aware of, but you're making yourself the center of the story to make yourself sound cool, knowing that there's nothing that can happen to you because you weren't there. You can't be indicted for something you didn't do, but you're still talking about a real event that other people could get indicted for. Well, I'm sorry, that's snitching. Sorry. This isn't gangster. And I'll tell you what else isn't gangster, and that's getting exposed by an alleged trans woman for having video. This video came out of Jack 100 that appears to show him sitting in the passenger seat of a vehicle, broad daylight, pleasuring himself in the sunshine.
Need you out here because today it would have been a really good day to have you on the podcast because there's a video that came out that's allegedly Wack 100 beating his meat in a car.
But he was trying to get a prostitute. He pulled up with his dick out on fit.
So wait till you see this. Jack 100 is getting clown. Brick Baby calls and he says, "What he was trying to get a prostitute. He pulled up with his dick out on fig." Oh, the dead obies, cuz that's funny as well. So Brick Baby's clowning him from the cell.
But he was trying to get a prostitute. He pulled up with his dick out on fit.
Hey, Brick, you know he used to drive trucks, bro, so he just used to pulling over beating his bacon.
Yeah.
He a freaky frog, bro.
He tried to say it's AI too. I don't know.
Apparently this was leaked by a trans woman, and so this is really insane. And he had to actually answer for this on the Adam and Wack podcast with this cuck. Jack 100 had to talk about it. It was front page news. And you know what Wack did? He didn't deny it. He just said, "Hey, I seen Obama in a lowrider." What? Look at this.
Okay, so you rocked social media this week. Video came out that is purported to be you with a boner in a car sleeping. Speak on this.
I seen a video the other day with Obama in the lowrider.
Okay.
Like
a lot of AI out there.
I don't address shit. You got to remember, you got so many people out here in this world that don't like you or feel like they can get a viral moment off of you. And I know the game. You respond to shit that you're supposed to respond to.
Mm-hmm.
And the bullshit, you got to let be bullshit. You just got to laugh that shit off. Okay, that's what, right? You're going to have listen, I don't give a fuck about what it is. A lie of the truth. You're going to have a percentage of the people that's going to believe it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Now that's why he lies so much, because you know some people
on the fire,
like them dumb clubhouse niggas
I don't address. That's like you.
There's video of you stroking your undersized boner in the sun. It's glistening in the sun. Do you understand? Millions of people have seen your little meat. They know about this trans woman. We've seen this video. This video is authentic. I can guarantee you, because I would know the difference by looking at it. This is real video.
Video usually is like the point where like people expect you to provide like more of a specific explanation.
First of all,
are you really saying that video is AI? Because I mean, I'm open to the possibility.
What I'm telling you is, you're never going to catch me sleep in public.
I mean,
okay, so how hard is it to say this? No, that is not me. That video is fake. That's some bullshit. It's going to be here a little bit. We're going to do some metadata forensics. My team is on it. It's all going to come out as fake very soon. Don't even worry about it. How the fuck hard is that?
What? Definitely stood out as a strange part of it.
Look like, nigga, you're a creep.
In the middle of the day, you don't drink, you don't smoke.
You know how paranoid I am?
Right.
Nigga, my whole life been driven by paranoia. Now, if you come from where I come from,
this is real video. And if it's not real video, then you're going to have to prove that it's not real. Why doesn't he sue? So Jack 100 sues people all the time for their words, for their free speech, but he won't sue this person for exposing his genitalia. Is it because if he sues for this, then he's going to have to prove that it's all fake, which it's not, and discovery would show that it's real, so he can't sue? I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Now, the cuck shoots Jack 100 some bail here and suggests that he's like, I don't think this is real because nothing indicates to me that you're into trans people at all, which is, and I go, what? Jack 100 is 100% a pro-trans. He loves trans. He has a show. He has a document or a reality show. It's all trans. So he's got access to these trans women, doesn't he?
In the original tweet that we saw was purporting to be from like a trans person who was claiming that you ran off on a bill, which again, I don't know you to have any sort of interest in trans women in that way. So that
okay, what else do you have outside of that?
We got Tronics Network, which is a Zeus style network that me and Ray J's doing, and I'm partnered with him. We're launching December, January. We got our first show is crazy called The Girls Club. 12 transgenders in the house. Gay guys jumped to transgender, and the transgender recovered and came out the bra strap with the extendo and popped off 17. This is crazy.
Okay.
We didn't spell girls GIRLS. We spelled it GORWLS, something crazy like that.
Girls.
But the Girls Club. We got 40 episodes.
So, I mean, that isn't something that you would typically see like a Pyru really dealing with. Is what I mean, I've never seen anything like this Jack. And for the cuck to say, I've never heard of you having any interest in trans. You've never. So for the kids at home, all Jack 100 talks about is trans, gay, and, you know, everything in between. That's like all he's interested in.
Few elements you can't change. That's a man tongue. We're going to talk about it when we bring Ray J up here.
Oh, the person sitting
We need to bring Ray
see,
J up
now, Osama's wondering why you keep making everything about gay stuff. And now I'm kind of starting to wonder as well.
No, because I seen it. I like, the fuck are you
Start
doing?
calling them
Gender. We're not doing that. Definitely offensive.
It's a cute nickname.
On the Hunter side, we refer to them as transgender.
Sydney Star, you my little transmission.
Oh my God.
No?
Yo, what do you think about Jason Lee?
Rock Nation and Charlemagne come out on top in this whole thing.
Yo, before we go, was I tripping that I see some shit? I don't know if it's troll with Clav or Clavico with like a possible girl, and he didn't know it in the club. I believe Clav.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that he's telling the truth. But yeah, shout out to Clav. Hey, take a walk on the wild side. See what the trans life is about.
Bro, you sending me gay porn. I have a reality show on Tronics called The Girls Club. I have very close friends like Jason Lee.
All you talking about is trans and
these are openly gay and queer people that I do business with. They're openly gay and queer people.
Why are you relating that to being a real nigga? Why are you correlating that with being a real nigga?
Because a lot of real niggas be like what they was doing in their thoughts. Wack said Blue Devil's gay. He's a little confused. He said a lot of gay things. Go back to his neighborhood. He got caught doing some rainbow gay things. I know the details. I deal with different people.
You know the details
Street
is
people,
crazy.
legal people, gay people.
That nigga said he ended up doing some great rainbow stuff. And I got the details. Who wants to sit there and get the details about a man's sexual behavior and interaction with gay people? Bro, he got Nipsey Hussle sex tape. He watched it 1,000 times. Bro, this
civilians, you want to call people gay, what about the people in your community? You know what he was talking about, and your homies know what he was talking about, and he was talking to you, and you said on the dead homies, we can get out. I ain't gonna make the man to be gay. I don't know nothing about that. But Rollo is about Shannon Briggs and that he threatened to kill her if she told anyone. I immediately thought, oh my God, he's secretly gay. I'm gonna catch some flack about this, but I think y'all gonna agree. If you are found to be gay or down low, you are deemed to be a civilian. All rank you have is to be stripped, and you are awarded your rainbow. Goddamn right.
He's awarded rainbows. Hold on.
That's it.
You know how a nigga, an OG from the set awarded niggas, he now use a lieutenant, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now use a sergeant at arms. You know what I'm saying? Oh, use a general now, my nigga. This nigga CS2 3-finger back, CS2 badges is awarding bisexual down low men their rainbows. This shit is crazy.
Boom, you've been exposed. Boom, you've been exposed. Shout out to my brother Ion.
So Jack 100's having a really bad week. He's been exposed for sunbaiting, if you want to call it that. He's been exposed for being an informant. He wants to sue people for their free speech, but he's not able to because this is public discourse on a public issue that's a matter of public concern. So any defamation claims are going to be nearly impossible to survive any of the motions to strike. This is not like his World Star Hip Hop lawsuit where it was just like rumors and sort of claims that weren't really of public interest. Well, now it's public interest. Now Jack 100 is of public interest because of this indictment. So just him being named in this indictment sort of avails and exposes him to public discourse.
Did y'all hear what
we're allowed?
Point and shoot said, hold on.
Because of this indictment. So just him being named in this indictment sort of avails and exposes him to not like his World Star Hip Hop lawsuit where it was just like rumors and sort of claims.
The World Star Hip Hop lawsuit was just claims. You got to do a little bit more research. You're good at the voices and clips, but you got to do a little bit more research before you categorize things sometime. Point and shoot. We're going to get to it for you, though. We understand. You know not what you do. Let's go.
That weren't really of public interest. Well, now it's public interest. Now Jack 100 is of public interest because of this indictment. So just him being named in this indictment sort of avails and exposes him to public discourse. So we're allowed to actually talk about him and get things wrong, you know, as long as we're not acting with actual malice. The legal standard to prove defamation is astronomical.
And you're right, it's actual malice. So this is where he's on point. But I'm gonna let him finish out while I get the content. But notice he said because Whack 100 was named in this indictment, because Whack 100 was named in this indictment, it's not the same as World Star Hip Hop's video. Well, we gonna show you where Whack 100 is named in multiple indictments that we spoke on the World Star Hip Hop video. Point and shoot, pay attention, my nigga. You been sleeping.
Well, even if he gets past the motion to strike, I don't even want to get into the legal jargon, but it's so, I don't want people to be afraid of him suing them for defamation. It just won't go anywhere. Defamation suits are like filed hoping that the defendant is going to settle. And if the defendant can't settle because they have the money, they have to fight it. Well, that's bad news for the plaintiff because the plaintiff has the burden of proof. It's just so stupid. Defamation is so stupid when you're talking about public figures and stuff like that. So anyways, this is all the video I've got for right now because I want to, you know, I can't cover this whole thing in one video. I want the facts to come out. I want I want to be accurate here. But I thought that I'd push this out on the Forever channel, a nice little 10-minute video for you guys to enjoy this weekend. So I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hey, man. Salute again, man.
Anybody else taking note of Whack 100 changing this story of him chasing
they on him. Anybody pay attention to Whack 100 changing his story? Then they give him an out. That shit is crazy, bro. The world is so crazy. And they want, you guys are degenerates, bro. You guys don't hold no one accountable. You try to make everything a gray area so you don't have to hold others accountable because you're afraid that people will hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you always functioning at your lower self. You dig? But in the meantime and in between time, he was talking about the World Star Hip Hop video and paperwork. So just because he said that was the difference, I really want point and shoot. I challenge him to show the difference of WAC 100 being in the paperwork in the investigation of Death Row Records, Biggie Smalls murder, and the Main Street Mafia Crip investigation as CS2 back, and also being implemented in attempted extortion and blackmail, right? I want to know what's the difference of that paperwork and the paperwork you're talking about with Big U case, where he's implicated in chasing Future through LAX. Let's get to this one. We'll go straight to the paperwork one. Let's go. Y'all hit that like button. We running the content up. Yeah, you been sleeping. You ain't paying close enough attention, point and shoot. I can't believe you. I know how good you is at what you do. Let's go.
We found out from Robert Ross, also known as Stutterbox, a
Hold
Main
on,
Street
we got
Mafia Crip and WAC.
You don't see it?
Yo, it's Duff for the Cloud Chaser TV, man.
Previously in part 1, we found out from Robert Ross, also known as Stutterbox, a Main Street Mafia Crip and WAC 100's neighbor, that WAC 100 or CS2 back got his house raided for getting caught on a wiretap on a conspiracy to commit murder.
What is it exactly you want to clear out? And I air it out, clear it out, however it got to go.
On the video, when you said something about conspiracy to murder, what actually did you hear on audio of WAC 100 that the feds had, but haven't charged him for conspiring to murder?
His house got raided because he was on the wiretap with Dog. You know, he allegedly gave Dog my address, homie. If I get killed, whoever gave him my address gonna get conspiracy to murder. But if I don't get killed, they can get conspiracy to attempted murder because they shot up my...
Now, point and shoot, I'm quite sure you don't understand who this is. This is Robert Ross. You can Google his name, right? Robert Ross, Shaquille O'Neal. The whole civil suit will come up and let you know about it. This was also Cash Jones' neighbor, right? And he was the one that lined WAC up by sending him to Shaq and Money Mark Stevens with a blackmail message that Robert Ross claiming he has a videotape of Shaq abroad in Robert Ross's house on tape, and TMZ would pay a lot of money for it. This is Robert Ross. He was the victim allegedly kidnapped from the Pink Dot. Let's get back to it.
My Rolls Royce put 17 holes in my Rolls Royce.
Let's play Stutterbox talking to WAC.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, though, Box. Help me understand this, because me and you both know that whole case was your thing. What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
and he
call
wouldn't take
Dog.
your call. And I sent it to you. He said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call. Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork.
Mark
That's what
tried
you said
to
was going off of what...
That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim.
Because they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got on your line.
That's the wiretap.
No.
And you play
The WAC boy, also known as Confidential Source 2, back. That's the paperwork we're breaking down, and that's the paperwork Robert Ross was telling WAC in his face that when he tried to call Dog, utilizing Money Mark as to do the three-way, but Money Mark clicked over and Del Dog said he didn't want to talk to WAC, that the phone was hit. I ain't helping the WAC boy in a minute. Let's go.
That's what they say, WAC.
No.
As you can see by now in this first part, Stutterbox clearly implicates WAC 100 into this case, not only in an interview with Duse M's and Stats 280, but also right to WAC's face on the recorded phone call. In part 2 of this video, let's take a look.
Hey, printer. I'm gonna print up some CDs, and we gonna get more interactive, man. Hey, Birmingham, Alabama, you DM me at Active Chucks as soon as I can print some of these CDs. I'm gonna send you an autograph autographed CD from my original Still I Live mixtape with a box of colored wraps and cones with Big U on there. I'm gonna give you a signed one. DM me on Active Chucks on Instagram for this comment. Them hot cars should baby mama. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Whack 100 also gave up Suge Knight's baby mama because they were moving foreign cars from the border in Mexico up to, I think, like Daly City or Seattle, somewhere up north, though, right? And he gave that up also. So that's a hell of a comment. I got you. DM.
Look at the actual paperwork from the case, which exposes WAC
Bang
100
that
as
like
a
button.
confidential source in the Main Street Mafia Crips case.
We finna get into the paperwork. The paperwork is a transcript of a wiretap. And once I get into this paperwork, you gonna understand that BAC was one of the names that the feds used for confidential source number 2. So BAC WAC also says CS2. BAC CS2, for those who don't understand law, is code word for confidential source. But once I get into this paperwork, you're gonna understand that BAC was one of the names that the feds used for confidential source number 2. So Tiny Draws told that nigga, you on paperwork, nigga. Yo, what's up, BAC? What's up, BAC? And didn't nobody understand why he was calling him BAC.
You lying. Are you dumb or something? How young back? Go ask your uncle if he didn't see my daughter. How young back? Let's talk about it, little back. Who's back? I don't know. You know who back is. I don't know. You know exactly who back is, nigga. I don't know who that nigga is. You know exactly who back is. Stop playing these games, nigga. Who that nigga is. You know about Marky Mark. You know about Stutterbox. You know about Dale Dog back. Stop playing these games, nigga. Stop playing these weird ass games, nigga. Yeah, stop playing these games, nigga. Hold on. What Stutterbox got to do with something? Yeah, you. Hey, what Stutterbox? Man, put that on Pyro. Put that on Pyro. That's gonna be another story we gonna talk about later. What's Stutterbox got to do with something? I'm talking about that paperwork, nigga. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You saying I'm on paperwork, bro? Am I lying? Put that on Pyro. You not wax on paperwork. Put that on Pyro. You not. Put that on 6-0 wax on paperwork. 6-0 nigga. You on paperwork. Put that on Pyro. You not. Put that on. Man, put that on Pyro. That you not on that case. Produce it. Put that on Pyro. That you not on that case.
Hit that like button. Hype me up.
Put that on
Pyro.
You didn't make statement. So Tiny Draws said that the nigga name was BAC and that he was on paperwork. Well, the paperwork is a transcript of a wiretap, and it's from Dale from Main Street Mafia case, rest in peace. So we goes to the first page, and it has the session 18202. This is the wiretap, date and time 8/5/2008 through 9/22/38. to 9/29/39, duration so 7 minutes, 1 second. This is the feds breakdown. Dale tells Stevens that your boy Box, referring to Stutterbox, we can all agree to that, right? Went south. BAC wants Dale's phone number. BAC needs to talk to Dale. It's important. BAC what? Right? But it also says CS2 BAC. CS2, for those who don't understand law, is code word for confidential source number 2.
At some point, you get a phone call from WAC 100, Cash Jones. What did he contact you concerning? He wanted to reach out to Dale Dog, rest in peace. I got the whole transcript, of the whole wiretap. Lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery. But when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretap? Do you see your conversations with Cash Jones in them transcripts? Paperwork, they put him as BAC. BACK. I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is? I ain't talked to no BAC. And they said, nah, that's WAC. But they put him as BAC because he a blood. Was this BAC also referred as confidential source number 2? Yes, sir.
So you get into Dale talks about Box incident and BAC wanting to talk to Dale. WAC wanted to talk to Dale Dog. Mafia talk and someone talking too much. Box with a question mark. Sound like BAC, which is WAC, has info on Stutterbox and talking about phone lines being compromised. So WAC is wanting to talk to Del Dog, so he goes through the Mafia's talk, who we gonna use as Mafia talk for this, not to involve nobody else, right? He tell Mafia talk, look, I need to talk to Del Dog. That nigga Stutterbox went bad. Well, Wack knows Stutterbox because that's his neighbor. In fact, that's how Wack even know Del Dog. So the only way you would know that the wires is tapped, and the only way that you would know that Stutterbox had went bad, nigga, is if you done went and talked to them people. Wack admitted that he did go talk to them people on the 64th floor.
Raided my motherfucking crib, didn't find nothing. Cut my wife up, searching, going through everything. They ain't found nothing. When I went down to the federal building, my attorney to get my shit they took out of my office, every bitch was on that floor with FBI flak jackets on. That's the first thing I saw. I'm like, damn.
It goes into saying Box punked the game. 2 messages on Mark's phone. Mark is involved on the gang business and operations. Duke. Back is calling on another line to Mark. It says, hit me about 3 times. He want me to give you a number, so I'm calling to clear with you first before. So Del Dog was like, I'm cool on that, brother. Right? Nigga, he don't even want Wack to know his number. So the nigga Mafia, he come back and say, oh, okay, you don't want? All right, so you don't want to do no hollering, all right. He said, what's up with you though, man? Del Dog changed the subject. So the dude Mafia style say, we'll talk, man, you know, I just need to know, man, when I talk to Back, which is Wack 100, I'm just gonna tell that nigga, man, oh man, well, you know, homie, you been on the phone with Dude, and you know, like basically you been on the phone with Stutterbox, and you know, like, you know what? I'm saying you right, man. No telling what lies he told a nigga on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So they already own Stutterbox and Wack 100. And then thoughts on this Del Dog. And then when you call the dude, you make the dude talk about certain stuff on the horn, you know? You know that's what they got going on. He talking about Stutterbox and Wack 100 got that going on. I ain't got no time for this dude. So then Mafia style say, I mean, you know that's good information. See, now I know how to, like I said, I ain't helping the Wack boy in a minute. The Wack boy in a minute. You know what I'm saying? He called me out of the blue yesterday. Not yesterday, last night. Left me 2 messages. And this morning. And I just need to know how to play it cool. You know what I'm saying? Nigga probably said, man, nigga going to jail, you know? Laugh. The nigga got to laugh. So that's the first page. Hold on, we ain't finished. We got some more shit that's gonna talk about that. Or confidential source number 2, aka Wack 100. Go to the next page with other leaders of the large gang organization. CS2 is able to provide limited information regarding violent assaults committed by the mainstream Mafia Crip, including shootings, burglaries, and murders. Confidential source 2 is unwilling to testify in court against members of mainstream Mafia Crip because confidential source 2 is fearful of retaliation against confidential source 2 and or confidential source 2's family. Tiny Draws called that nigga back because he already has seen this, bro. That nigga wasn't capping and he knew he could stand on that. Wack 100 is confidential source number 2.
They put him as Back, B-A-C-K. I kept asking the lawyer, like, I ain't talked to no Back. And they said, nah, that's Wack. But they put him as Back because he a blood.
They say that he provided reliable information previously. The nigga say confidential source number 2 has provided reliable historical information.
Nasty word.
Mainstream Mafia organization.
Reliable,
However,
historical.
confidential source 2 is only aware of certain aspects regarding the organization's criminal activity and narcotic distribution network.
Yeah.
So he only know a little bit about how they move and work. Confidential source 2 has no knowledge or information regarding the methods in which narcotics are being transported to the Los Angeles area and distributed to mainstream Mafia Crip gang members. Additionally, confidential source 2 is unable to provide information regarding the narcotic customers, flows of narcotic proceeds, and methods that they are using to laundering their narcotic proceeds. Confidential source 2 is only able to identify a limited number of mainstream mafia crip gang members. Confidential source 2 is unable to provide specific information regarding the organization's extortion activities, methods of monetary collections and distribution of proceeds, because he ain't from Main Street. He only was dealing with the nigga Stutterbox. This nigga Whack 100 been on paperwork. Confidential source number 2, aka Back, aka Whack 100. He was the one calling the Main Streets trying to get in contact with Del Dog, saying that Stutterbox told him. When Whack asked for the number, he refused. He told the homie, nah, nigga, this nigga been on the phone with him, nigga. That's how I met him through that nigga. If Stutterbox, and he could be a rat and all that, that don't mean he lying about Whack 100 being on a wiretap talking about conspiracy to murder. That holds the same exact time as a murder, a life sentence. And if that's what you on wiretap for, and if that's what they came for you for, then how you out of jail?
Coming up in part 3.
How
Duse
you
M's and Stats
out of
280
jail?
speak exclusively with the last key remaining character in this case.
Hit that like button. We finna cook tonight.
Wiretap, according to the paperwork,
Bang that motherfucking like button. We cooking tonight.
Shaq's business manager Mark Stevens exposes Whack 100, aka Cash Jones, the former Death Row affiliate and Pacoima Piru blood.
So I went to the paperwork one for my guy Point and Shoot, man. Salute to Point and Shoot. He told me he said before he listened to us, but he missed some of the best episodes because he said that the World Star Hip Hop documentary was mere speculation, which if it wasn't, then Whack wouldn't have sued. No. Whack was gonna sue regardless. And it was all to throw motherfuckers off to believe exactly what you believe in right now, Point and Shoot. See, I got a lawsuit right now. Before we get into this, we finna go. Debbie Does Dallas. We going down to Texas. Good old Texas. You know what I'm saying? Woo, we going down to good old Texas. Let me go to, I got to go to other email, Hip Hop Planet's email. Hold on. My attorney hit me. I got a big meeting tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all pray for me, man. Y'all already know Hip Hop Planets is on the way to the moon. Okay, here it go right here. Boom. So let me show y'all right now. Point and Shoot, just so you know. My lawyers and them believe Whack is broke. They don't want to sue him, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this is going out. See this? July 30th, 2026, right? This is going to Media Lab, right? Copyright infringement, demand for damages. To whom it may concern, please be advised this office represents Lamonte Sims with respect to a potential claim for copyright infringement against you and your subsidiary, World Star Hip Hop, relating to your unwarranted removal of his copyrighted content and illegitimate collection of royalties from said content. Allow me to briefly review the facts. Mr. Sims originally created his long-form documentary November 21st, 2023. In January 2024, he created a shorter version of his documentary entitled Whack 100 Exposed for being an alleged federal informant documentary. The documentary and submitted it for publication to the World Star Hip Hop website. The documentary was reviewed and determined to comply with World Star guidelines and was summarily published January 27, 2024. On the same day, Mr. Sims posted the documentary on his personal YouTube. Soon after, Mr. Sims obtained certificate of registration from the United States Copyright Office for his documentary, register number PA 2482376. He did not grant any rights or permissions to the work to any individuals or entities besides himself. See Exhibit B. WorldStar then authorized its distribution service, Label Engine, to claim ownership of Mr. Sim's documentary and collect the YouTube royalties off Mr. Sim registered copyright. So this is the upcoming lawsuit. Well, if they pay me my money, and we asking for $100,000. If they pay me my $100,000 for the 4 million views, then we won't be filing a lawsuit. If WorldStar Hip Hop don't pay me my bread by September, this will be in federal court, Central District of California. You know what I'm saying? So my lawyers, they don't think Wack got no money, not enough to waste their resources on. He's a brokey, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he did some bullshit and try to claim my thing. But anyway, let's get to this real quick. Point and shoot, just so you know, it ain't over till it's over. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and talk about the paperwork. We going to Wheeler County, Texas.
What's up? We live.
Shout out Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. The GOAT.
Y'all want to be famous? Here you go.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. We got the content again, y'all. CS2 back, aka Porky, the pit poodle Pyru, has stepped in a pile of his own shit again. He's got some real explaining to do this time. Somebody call Big Chuck from Death of the Clout Chasers and let him know that the guy who trademarked his company has been rainbow ratting since 2005. You guys are about to hear a recorded phone call with Duse M's and a courthouse clerk from the same Texas courthouse that Porky was in, after he was caught crossing state lines with a trunk full of guns. Listen to what she has to say about this case. After this, I want to hear the excuses that all the rainbow rats come up with.
This is Debbie.
Greetings. I'm doing research for a documentary. I'm with Val TV Network out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I was looking for public records on the case, and I'm having a hard time getting the records on this case. Is there any way you could assist me?
Well, what kind of case is it? And I'll tell you.
It was a gun case, 2005, for Cash McElroy Jones.
Okay. Do you have a cost number or anything?
A cost number. Hold on. I do have some kind of case number. Yeah. And it was so weird it just disappeared. Number 427. Is that an 8 or 3? 3. 4273.
Nope, that's not it. Okay, let me try again. 42. Oh wait.
No, 78. 73. I'm sorry.
4. Tell me it all again.
4273.
Okay.
Oh no! It comes
up to a Dickies.
Okay, no. I'm looking at another document. It says number 4278.
Okay, let's try that.
Time's itching.
Sherry Jones was the district clerk.
Yes, she still is.
Oh wow, she's still around.
Yeah, she's been here a long time. Okay, now what are you needing?
I'm trying to find out. The case said it was a motion to dismiss, and then for illegal search and seizure, I can't find the results from that, but I know it got denied because the case continued, right? And then it was dismissed in the interest of justice. I don't know what the heck that meant, but yeah. I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay. Yes, that's what it says. Now this is just on
hit that like button.
The indictment. It's just the indictment. This is not on the seizure case. Was there a seizure case?
No. It was an indictment for guns. Can I get that? Exactly what was found in that?
Yeah, let's see here. Unlawful possession of a firearm by a felony is the charge, but it was dismissed.
Okay, and when it was dismissed, does it say how many firearms it was?
Let me just see. Let's look at the.
Because the documentary I'm doing is about gun traffickers that seem to not be held accountable by the court of law. So
let's see here. The indictment says Cash McElroy Jones did then and there, having been convicted of a felony of assault with a firearm on the 12th of May, 1994, in the cause number of the Supreme Court of Los Angeles County, in the case in the docket said California versus Cash. So, but this one is unlawful possession of a firearm. I guess he was convicted out of the state of California.
Yes, I found that one. I think he was a juvenile for that one. Then he gets caught in Wheeler, Texas, with guns. I don't know how many. I'm trying to see how many were charged in the indictment. And was this indictment a federal indictment or just a Texas state?
The state of Texas.
Okay.
And it doesn't say how many. It just says that unlawful possession of a firearm. So it doesn't tell me how many.
Button.
Let me see. And I don't know if they did. That's back in 2006. I was trying to see if there was. Nope, there's nothing in here to tell me. Like the PCI, whatever you call it, the pre-sentencing investigation. Sometimes they're filed. And right. I thought there might be one in here, but there's not. And it would tell me everything. But let's see. There's really nothing else in here that's of any.
Even in 2005, 2006, that was standard procedure for them to file a pre-sentence investigative report?
They had them, but sometimes they didn't give them to us.
Right.
But there's nothing really. All it is a bunch of just regular documents that's filed and some subpoenas. And then they got the motion in order to dismiss.
Which was denied.
No, he was dismissed.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about in 2011 or 2010, right?
Yes, 2011, yes.
All right. And is there any way that I could get emailed those documents?
Oh, yeah. What's your email?
Active Chucks, that's ACTIVE CHUCKSS, and then at gmail.com.
Okay.
All right. What was your name again?
Debbie.
Debbie, thank you for your professionalism. I really appreciate it.
You're sure welcome. I'll get this to you.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense now when we get to the interest of justice. Because I'm like, how did this just end? Right?
Well, like I said, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I'm quite sure he didn't. So I'm gonna take your advice. Thank you.
Oh, well, do you need the indictment or just the motion?
The indictment, the motion to dismiss, and if you have the motion to dismiss for illegal search and seizure, because I think that one was denied and it was later dismissed in the interest of justice.
Okay, let me look through here. Hang on. All I'm seeing, but let me save this right quick. Hang on.
Okay.
This was hilarious.
Okay, let me go back through here. Okay, I'm going to send you that indictment and then both of the motion and order. But other than that, it's pretty much just basic paperwork. There's
Did they have the original investigative report, like from the police officers that detained them?
We don't ever get that. No.
Okay.
No, we don't. Now, I mean, the sheriff's office might have some of that.
I'm gonna have to contact them. Maybe that'll help fill in a little more holes, so I'm not swinging in the blind before my audience with this documentary. You know.
Oh, so what channel is that? Oh, wait. Let me see here. Brief in support of motion to suppress.
Okay.
Let me see. He did file a motion to suppress.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Gathered by the defendant Jones previously filed a motion to suppress evidence gathered by the Texas Highway Patrol, the Wheeler County Sheriff's Office, and DPS for their actions prohibited by 4th, 5th, 6th, 14th Amendments. Let's see. He wanted any and all tangible evidence seized by the enforcement officers or others in connection with the detention and arrest of Mr. Jones in this case, or in connection with the investigation. This really does. Okay, let's see. I'll just send this to you.
Okay.
And you can decide if that's something you need or not. How about that?
All right. And you said the local police that initially arrested him were sheriffs?
Well, it said DPS. It says Texas DPS, Wheeler County, and DPS Special Crimes.
DPS,
so I don't know if they were...
Wheeler County.
Uh-huh.
And what was the other one?
The DPS Special Crimes.
DPS Special Crimes. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Right. From a state which allows and permits us to bear arms under the Constitution, as long as it's out in the open and not concealed. For a gun case to be special crimes, this got to be bigger than I thought.
This says here that the vehicle he rented it. A vehicle from California. He returned it to the same location. It says Mr. Jones stated he and the passenger were traveling from California to Tulsa to bring back his mother in California for his brother's funeral. His brother had been murdered the morning of April 15th, 2005 in Tulsa, and his body was going to be sent to California.
Oh, wow. So
I'm sending you that.
Yeah, so he did. Okay, yeah, please send that. And thank you for your professionalism again. If I'm ever in good old Texas, I might have to, after this documentary come out, I might have to buy you around at the bar.
Well, there is no bar here, but you can still stop in and see us.
It's that small of a city?
Oh my, we don't even have. We got a 4-way stop, and that's about it.
Oh, wow.
We're little.
Yeah. Well, that's good for privacy. That's good for people who have old-fashioned values, want to raise their children. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you again.
Well, you're sure welcome, and I hope this helps you. And if you need anything else, holler back, okay?
I will do.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Debbie does Wheeler, Texas. Yes, oh, Debbie does Wheeler. So let's get over here real quick. Uncle Alert, Tony Brown. Uncle Alert, Tony Brown, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look at, make sure you have hit that like button. Yeah, man. We done had over 200 and some people up in here, man. At least y'all could have did was hit the button. It's free. It's like taking your chucks off before you walk into a gangster's house. It's just a show, a sign of respect, you dig? But let's get to the content. We got the paperwork. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on. First, let me verify where this came from. Because, you know, they be saying we make up fake paperwork and shit. We made up a fake write-up, a 115 CDCR RVR 115. You know what I'm saying? but we don't make up fake paperwork. You can't make up a fake paperwork. This is the address, Wheeler County, Texas. And this is the email address. Let's blow this up. Debbie.McLaughlin at co.wheeler.tx.us. Debbie McLaughlin. Oh, Debbie does. Debbie does. So, WAC 100 had a motion to suppress. And that motion to suppress, based on illegal search and seizure, is denied. June 28th, 2010. So once someone loses a motion and the courts find that the evidence that was found, now mind you, he caught this case in 2005, 2006. But in 2010, June 28th, 2010, the judge found that there was no illegal search and seizure, right? So the motion to suppress the evidence as so that he can have no arrest was denied. There goes the brief in support. There goes the case. And then you got March 2011. So you got June. He done lost all the leverage. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 9 months later, March 8th, 2011, WAC 100's case gets dismissed. Number calls be the same and hereby dismissed. And then here it is, State of Texas versus Cash McElroy Jones. And that case, March 7th, 2011, was dismissed, not for the evidence is insufficient, not because the defendant was sentenced in another case, not because the complaining witness has requested dismissal, not because the case will be refiled, not because the defendant is unapprehended, and not because the defendant is deceased, nor the defendant has been granted immunity. The case was dismissed in the interest of justice. So, when you get a case like this, where 9 months after you lose all leverage, your case gets dismissed in the interest of justice. And then you're around Money Mark Stevens, Shaquille O'Neal with a blackmail, and your house get raided. Oh, this is nasty work, man. This is nasty work. Let's get to the content. Had Debbie hitting that brim slide. Ain't no bar, but I bet there's a hanging tree. Yeah, they said it's a sundown town. Debbie does 3 fingers. The judge goes from denied to interest of justice, though. Yeah, the judge goes from, it was no illegal search. The dog showed up in time. All of that, a snitch documentary. Yeah, hey, I wonder if Debbie ever got to see the documentary. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. If somebody at Debbie McLaughlin, if you know Debbie McLaughlin in Texas, she retired from the court. And then we're going to get into CS2 back more recent snitching. Matter of fact, we'll get into that later, man. We'll get into that now. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? We already been here an hour. Let's get into it. It sounds like Adam 16er, the 16er, is tired of CS2 back. Let's go. Let's go.
The episodes in. And every episode's theme is basically.
I told y'all it was over. I already
every
won.
episode is just me like surviving this guy. This
That's
dude.
what it feels like.
He's just like out of his mind.
What's good, y'all? The YouTube streets getting real bold when it comes to WAC 100 these days. After all the Big U, Future, superseding indictment talk, You got Adam talking spicy. You got
You're
Lush
right about
saying,
that.
ain't nothing gonna happen to me. You got Rich Trapper running like a docu-series on Whack. Let's get to the content, man.
Bro, I did nothing wrong.
You didn't.
And guess what? Nothing's gonna happen to me, bro.
But this is all I'm saying. Whack, when he does his superpower of like raging out on people and just getting mad or whatever, like, you know, I get it. That works. That is a thing for you, and it served you well throughout your life. But when you do that thing and everybody kind of calls your bluff, which I'm gonna be real, like, you know, kind of everybody at the table is doing without necessarily saying it, because they all like pretty much know that Whack is not going to beat up Lush. Me sitting right here right now, I too know that Whack is not going to beat up Lush. Once you stop like having people take you serious when you call out random reckless violence, then all of a sudden your superpower kind of dries up a little bit, and that's not good. That's not good for like the whole like Suge Knight of the Bloods vibe that we want Whack to have. Like, we want everybody to like be fearful of Whack, but we don't want Whack to like use his powers in frivolous manners, which is what he's doing, because he's just not like, he's calling out violence in a way that like doesn't make any sense. Like,
for all my football fans out there, y'all remember Marty Schottenheimer, Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah,
there was a time where his message got stale because he was saying it for so many years, winning teams. But it was at some point where that same talk didn't hit the same. That's what Adam is saying about Whack. Wait till you hear what he says to Lena. Let's get to it.
yeah, and then I did the Whack pod, which I don't know. Didn't feel like we had a lot to talk about. It was like hard to like hit an hour. I think people keep like noticing the pod getting shorter. And I feel like it's like, I just don't even know what to say to this guy anymore.
Do you guys have talking points, or you guys just kind of riff?
Remo puts a list together, but like today was definitely a day where I was like, damn, there either like was not enough topics, or Remo did not find enough topics, because we really didn't have that much to go on. But hey, what can you do?
Or maybe all the snitching, paperwork parties, exposés, and gang politics that Rack 100 provide are just getting lame. They're getting stale. Maybe that's the situation.
Well, there's a whole thing where like people are saying that Whack has been named in a federal indictment claiming that he was doing extortion with Big U, but like I'm not gonna lie, like it came out right before we went on, and I didn't really have time to like read it. So then I felt like he was just kind of spinning me on the pod and like acting like it was nothing, which he's like really good at. He's really good at trying to like convince you that this thing you just read is like totally made up. So, yeah, it's a Whack 100 thing. We're like 150 episodes in, and every episode's theme is basically
150?
Yeah. Every episode is just me like surviving this guy. This
That's
dude.
what it feels like.
He's just like out of his mind. He's just like, I mean, but it's different though, because it's like in the beginning I would like get mad at him and like we get in these big fights and stuff. We're gonna fight like a couple weeks ago, but like it doesn't really do that anymore. It's like it's more like he could just say the craziest thing ever, and I'll just be like, oh, okay.
This kind of sounds like my experience with you over the years. Like, I feel like I used to fight with you a lot early on.
I'm your Whack.
Yeah, and now it's kind of like, whatever. Here's this guy saying this dumb stuff again. I'm just not going to react to it because that's what he does.
You can't say that.
All right. I don't know what this means for the Adam and Whack show. We will see. As far as the Big U situation, everybody would be so happy if he's actually in the indictment and all type of other nonsense go on. We'll see what happens with that. These people might be celebrating a little too early. You know Whack is tied in with Act. He has some relationship with streamers now. Blueface is streaming. There's other lanes. So while they circling their wagons and preparing for something, they better be mindful. That's all I can tell you. And that's from experience. Let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate y'all too today. Till next time, we out.
So we got that one. Look like Adam 22 is at least appearing to be fed up with CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think Adam 22 hands aren't exactly the cleanest. You know what I'm saying? You know, he allowed them to utilize his platform. He gave justice to that courtroom by getting all the gang members locked up. He about to vote McElroy off the island. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, wacky fatigue. 10 Jules. Yeah. Why y'all think I've been doing other content? But right now, we flaming his ass up. See, a lot of niggas came around in 2024, 25, 26, and they act like, oh, I'm the one that exposed Whack 100. I'm the one that, bro. One video, over 3 million views, 4 million to be exact, on YouTube and World Star Hip Hop. 4 million views, and that's the CS2 back documentary, bro. Let's get to this real quick. Because Whack 100 has been getting away with murder on No Jumper. So for Adam to act like that now, y'all tell me what y'all think. Listen to this.
600 has been posting, basically trying to implicate Big U in the murder of a high school football player,
Where has
right?
600 implicated?
Well, when we went to his Instagram the other day, there was a clip of him talking about how this guy died and how his fingernails had Big U's
But see,
DNA
here go
under
the
it.
problem. Man, the mama been on TikTok, the daddy been on TikTok. The shit is on the fucking internet.
I haven't seen that.
The mother, the fucking sister, I know because we ran it on Clubhouse.
So the mother is trying to raise awareness and say that she thinks that there was foul play
Ain't
involving
no
Big
thing.
U.
She's saying this what it is. So it's on the fucking internet. Yes, they had to get a warrant to get his DNA. And then you got the sister saying after they got the DNA, they found his DNA under my brother's fingernails. And this is some serious shit that have not been said.
Police, homicide suspected after body found in desert near Apex.
Is that not on the fucking internet?
600 has been posting, basically trying to.
So here you got Whack 100 trying to utilize the fact that he ran the content of an open murder case on Big U on Clubhouse, and that the mother was already talking about her son's death on TikTok to justify him running a murder mystery on Clubhouse about an open murder case on a 100 EBT side. Now y'all understand why we call that the 50-50 yard of Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? This is what was going on Adam 22 Watch. Now he tries to turn it off, but don't just stop there. Because y'all act like this Future situation was just groundbreaking. But we been exposed all of this shit. These niggas been telling. Nigga, let's go.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the end of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm gonna sit back and watch the show. You know, I don't give a
And
fuck
they basically gonna put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together. The same person that the DNA that the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is gonna be doing my brother case too.
You mean the DA?
Yeah. Yeah.
District attorney. Oh, okay. When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
So who talked
It
about?
came back 2 months ago.
So
They still ain't
who
arrested?
interviewed and brought light to this information on the internet? An open homicide investigation into Rayshawn Williams at the exact same period that Big U is under investigation for, and before Big U was even charged for. Who knew about this? The Crip Cop and Whack 100. Snitch Honey. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is some nasty work, man. This is some real nasty work. So then you get these other weirdos online and they want to cover up for these weirdos. Hold on, because I got the content. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this. Wack admits he lined up Loose Cannon, who is a co-defendant of Big U. So if he lined up Loose Cannon, who in turn he had implicating Big U in all kind of crimes, extortion and robbery, then he also participated in getting Big U locked up. Let's go.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. CS2 Back's online federal assault on Big U has completely destroyed whatever credibility he may have once had. But today, one of the many lies that were told and amplified at the No Jumper podcast is finally being laid to rest. Porky is letting the world know the Big U sending Loose Cannon a cease and desist order was all a lie. This video is going to show you just how far these sorry bastards will go to tear down someone's character.
And I still don't know what happened. I'm still confused about when they were sitting right here.
Right.
Because the shit Brick would say to him and the shit he would say to him and the shit he would tell me about what he was, that was very confusing. It was like...
So Loose was telling you stuff off camera, and then once you saw them face to face, you didn't have the same energy.
It was, but you know, me knowing what I know now, I see the play.
Expose.
Right? The infiltration game was going on.
The infiltration game.
Let me get cool with Brick. Getting Flacco's here make Flacco think some other shit's going on with Wack.
Because he had told Flacco that you wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Right.
You know, I'm coming to you. I'm like, bro, what's up with Flacco?
Yeah.
You looking
I didn't
at
know
me?
either until after it was all exposed.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, wait, when he said, yo, Wack, man, Luke, I said, he told you what? So I'm like, why would Luke tell? Like, and I sat back and like, okay, let me get cool with Brick. Because the shit he would say and about that, and probably vice versa, and then it was like he was in the building trying to make everything work in his favor. What backfired on him, let me tell you what backfired on him, is when he found out that Wack is a wolf.
You're a wolf or a sheep? What kind of wolf?
When he found out I was a wolf, you know what happens? If you got a wolf and some sheep.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
If that one sheep crosses the road, you know what the rest of the sheep gonna do?
Follow his ass.
You know what that wolf gonna do? He gonna sit there and he gonna maintain his position. He found out I was a wolf out here. When they start doing what they start doing, and Wack took 2 steps back, because I believe all of that was a plot twist to phase me out.
Knowing that he's now facing these charges, it does feel like that was like such a bad strategic play.
Listen, why tell Flacco that? Flacco's part of this.
He should have been thankful for his relationship with you. He's already the enemy of so many people. He should have been holding on to that.
This is what's crazy. He can say what he want. They can say what they want. Without Wack, sitting that man on the side of me and moving him around and going to do podcasts that I would never have done just to put the light on him.
A CS2 Back just admitted that without
Wack bringing Loose Cannon, this nobody, to the platform to lie snitch on Big U, he would have never been what he ended up being. He was aiding and abetting in the snitch of Loose Cannon. Nasty work.
him, the world would have never even heard of Loose Cannon. and that all the lies, slander, and fabricated stories Luce told were only presented to the public because of him.
Hater world. I would have never done that shit. I would have never. That shit was like 2.5 hours out. Right. I only went for him. I didn't go for me.
Did you make academics think that he was going to be interviewing you and Luce together?
Yes, that's the only way he would agree.
You did that on purpose?
I made Luce them get on the plane, and then, I'm like, bro, just go ahead and make it happen. Because the only way because if he'd have told me no on this side, I couldn't send him.
Switcheroo.
But what it is, I'm doing what I got to do to try to build him. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a genuine, sincere part of me that like I'm a help him. It was a genuine, sincere part of me that like I'm a help him.
If they gave Porky $1 for every lie that he's told sitting in front of his master Aryan Adam, he'd be rich again. Now he's sitting in front of Adam, acting like him helping Luce was just a genuine move that he did out of the kindness of his heart. Porky said that to Adam today, but he said something completely different yesterday on Clubhouse.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37.
Notice that Porky read Law 15 and completely went away from Law 16.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37, he fell for the spectacles in form of a clubhouse stage and a podcast microphone. Did he forget what he said about me back in 2021, 2022? Because I sure didn't.
So it's like, whack. It's like you do all this internet thugging and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on Paru this, Paru that. Nobody's seen you do nothing.
Hashtag bozo. Hashtag trainers over baby daddies. The virtue of patience will always conquer the eagerness of an imbecile. I'll let them rock out with that. How you get mad at me for throwing rocks in my house and you mad because I got 3 layers of glass on my windows, and just because the first layer presumed to be cracked and shattered, you had no idea it was 2 more layers behind that and it was never cracked. But yet I come out and shake your hand and say, hey, we're gonna let bygones be bygones, and for some reason you bring me to your real house, and then you wake up one day and the whole house. You mad at me? You tried to crack my windows, my nigga. You never even fixed my windows and repaired them. Oh, I'm lying. I did get a few dollars out of you. You ain't getting nothing out of me. But some spectacles, letting you on the clubhouse floor and letting you sit in front of a podcast microphone and letting you cut your own throat and letting you cut your own throat and letting you cut your own throat.
I thought Porky said he genuinely wanted to help Luce. But now we're finding out he's been holding a grudge this whole time. Ever since Lucy dropped that diss track back in 2021. The one that Porky said was a play. The one he said him and Luce tricked the streets with.
I didn't do it. You did it. I just detected your eagerness for attention, and I played on it. Hey, I may have exploited, I may have assisted you in exploiting yourself, but I didn't give you a script. Hey, I just kind of rolled the dice and I hit my number. You can't be mad at me about your plot and you counter-plotting yourself through your own actions. You cannot be mad at me for knowing how to get all the colors together on the Rubik's Cube. Some of you youngsters may not know what I'm talking about. Some people in there may know what I'm talking about. Don't get mad at me because I can make all the yellows, reds, greens. Don't get mad at me. Well, Wack, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that. Well, Wack, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
Rest in peace, Skin Down ENT. When it comes down to taking Clubhouse content and put it on YouTube, he was the first one that I knew. And he used to run my content. I was a content creator. I didn't know how I still don't know how to edit. Didn't know how to put it on YouTube. Still don't know how to put it on YouTube. But I know how to live stream. Let's go.
According to Porky, he's been mad at Luce ever since that diss track dropped. The same diss track Porky admits he told him to make. Sounds like the setup was built in from the start.
That is the fuel.
Good looking while you capping.
You doing what you saying was the action.
Hype me up.
Me being upset about what you saying was the fuel. I don't show that. I just simply let it burn in a way that I do something about it. On some real shit, right? But I think the whole time, and especially after listening to Gigi, right? I think the whole time, because she said whack, I used to lay on the side of him when him and the fake manager dude, she said his name, came up with the idea, attack whack to try to get some attention on you, and you wouldn't pay him no attention.
Hence the diss track that he made. Hence the diss track that he made. Hence the diss track that he made.
Adam22 is asking about the diss record, because Adam remembers Porky telling him that he told Luce to do it. Adam didn't believe the story when Porky said it, but Porky insisted that he told Luce to do it.
Out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think you're riding out for your homie.
Loose cannon?
You guys
That's not you.
You guys are doing a little bit of shady business together.
Not shady. Might be, me and Loose Cannon been comrades for quite some time. We fooled the streets.
What about those?
Did you hear the Loose Cannon diss song on me?
Yeah, and I feel like you're lying when you say that it was all premeditated and planned out.
It was. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. And she said it would drive him crazy. She said, so when I looked up and saw him on the side of you, I said, oh my God, he found a way to get to him, right? But what was crazy is he got to me the right way. But
link up with you against a mutual op.
No, that wasn't my thing at all. See, when he called me, I asked him, I said, you with Big U? And he said, nah, I did, but I don't know more. So I asked him what happened. Cool. Why? Because if you with Big U, like if Big U knows somebody with me, he ain't finna let him in his space like that. Right? Because you don't know what that is. Right? Nigga might be a suicide bomber, detonate you and him. You never know what that is, right? So when he propositioned me to help him promote his show, I'm promoting his show. I had no idea about some of the shit he was gonna say. And as I'm listening to him, I don't know if he running his play.
What's up, brother?
Right? I don't know if he's running his play. I don't know what he's doing.
Porky is sitting here lying, as always. He wasn't just some bystander. Porky was Lucy's handler. He knew exactly what Lucy was going to say. He even admitted that the information was too hot for him to present. So he brought Lucy to No Jumper to say it himself. But now Porky's acting like he had no idea what Lucy was going to say on that platform.
Now that we know so much more about Loose Cannon, doesn't it seem exceedingly unlikely that Big U actually placed this phone call about Nipsey right before Nipsey died?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I believed him at the time. And today,
hey, this dude trolling. You a real California hater, or you just trolling? He said federales. It ain't all niggas in California who rock with him. I see it. I know who's not and who is, but it's more who is. Bro, do you understand that California got like 20 million people population? What's the population of California today? What California's population? Let's show you how ignorant you sound. Real quick. Is you trolling or not? 39.3 million people in California. 39.3 million people in California. Half of the guys you meet at No Jumper aren't even from LA. Adam22's from New Hampshire or some weird ass shit. CS2 Back ain't from LA. He's from Pacoima. Then you get into some of these other niggas. Poetic Jala, he's from North Dakota or Pennsylvania. Now, the people that they come interview, white supremacists, all kind of other people. So how you gonna say it ain't all niggas, but it is, and it's more niggas who fuck with them, who fuck with no jumper than not. Bro, you want to go on timeout? If he come back sounding stupid again, just admit that you on LA niggas dick, you know what I'm saying? Pull our phallus out your mouth, or, you know what I'm saying, come with something that at least is a good argument, bro. Damn, what up, Mo Hill? Salute. Whack Lion, I couldn't tell you have to. His bitch ass always stick his foot in his mouth. He do. Let's get back to the content. We almost finished.
On my way here,
about 10 minutes.
Gigi told me some shit that changed that. Okay. Cease and desist come to you, right? Yeah. At the same time, he tells me Urban Flicks gets a cease and desist.
Porky lies so much it's almost routine at this point. He's sitting there lying to Adam again, and Adam's just letting it happen. Porky told Adam that he received a cease and desist from Big U at the same time Lucy did. That's a lie, and both of them know it. The truth is, Lucy was supposed to release his Urban Flicks video on February 14th. But on February 2nd, he suddenly popped up with a fake cease and desist, conveniently stopping him from showing the world the clip of Big U allegedly predicting Nipsey's death. Adam, on the other hand, didn't receive a cease and desist until nearly a month later. This is just Porky doing what he always does, trying to cover up one lie with another.
So I'm like, okay, cease and desist go to Adam to pull him down, talking about it. Then Urban Flicks gets one so they won't put it in the thing, right? Mm. So when I tell Gigi this, because Gigi said, well, why did you believe it? And I told her this, right? And she said, no, Whack, Urban Flicks did get a cease and desist. But it was from me, not Big U. Oh. So they got a cease and desist. He just tell me it's from Big U. So my ideology is like, if Adam got one to pull that down and Urban Flicks got one to not to play it, it must exist. It must be there. So I said, well, Gigi, what kind of cease and desist did you serve Urban Flicks? She said all the footage with Black China, all the footage that was shot in our home in Riverside or wherever they live, right? I called the cameraman. The cameraman said Loose Cannon never paid him. So I, in fact, paid the cameraman and brought all the footage. Mm. I then serviced Urban Flicks and said, if any of this footage is in this show, I'm going to sue you. I own it. Mm. So, yeah, it was a cease and desist there. But the whole time I'm thinking, Big, you served Urban Flicks to cease and desist. See what you getting one and them getting one. See what you getting one and them getting one.
Porky keeps trying to push this false narrative that Adam 22 received a cease and desist either before or at the same time as Lucy. But he's lying, plain and simple. The truth is, Lucy pulled out that fake cease and desist on February 2nd, 12 days before he was supposed to drop the Urban Flicks video on February 14th. Adam didn't get his cease and desist until nearly a month later. Porky knows this, but he's trying to rewrite the timeline to cover up yet another one of his lies.
See, what you getting one and them getting one, I'm like, okay, he don't want Loose talking about it, and he don't want them putting it up. But come to find out, the cease and desist that went to Urban Flicks was from Gigi. Had nothing to do with Big U. Had nothing to do with Big U. Had nothing to do with Big U.
So Porky just admitted to everyone that Loose Cannon was lying about the cease and desist he claimed Big U sent him. But here's the real question. If it was Gigi who actually sent the cease and desist, then where did Porky get the one he read out loud on Clubhouse? The one he claimed came from Big U. Think about that as you get ready to hear the audio in just a minute.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like that, Porky finally admits that Big U never sent Loose Cannon a cease and desist. Now he's backpedaling, claiming Big U was actually in the right for sending one to Adam and No Jumper, because, according to him, Lucy's statements during that interview were slanderous, defamatory lies. Mind you, this is the same interview where Porky was sitting right next to Lucy, co-signing everything he said. Now he's pretending he had no idea what was coming and trying to wash his hands of it.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once she told me this shit today, I'm like, oh shit. She said, yeah, Wack. I said, yeah, I thought he said, no, that's what he told y'all because it fit.
This moment right here proves what many of us already knew. Porky has no integrity and absolutely zero credibility. So let's rewind the clock and listen to Porky as he defamed, slandered, and outright lied on Big U, supporting Lucy's lie about a cease and desist. So Porky already admitted that Lucy never received a cease and desist from Big U. It actually came from Gigi, according to him. So where did the fake cease and desist that Porky read on Clubhouse come from? Remember, everything you're going to hear Porky say next was a lie, and he just went in front of Aryan Adam and admitted that. This is COINTELPRO at its finest.
Yo, man, so you know how his bozo been saying, they all been saying Loose Cannon lying, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh, we got content.
Peace. You looking at it. Okay, so if Loose Cannon is lying, February 2nd, 2024, Tremaine Williams, a.k.a. Loose Cannon, right? Dear Mr. Williams, the law firm represents Mr. Eugene Henley. We are contacting you regarding your publication and unintended publication of certain audio and/or audio-visual recordings featuring Henley, collectively the footage. You are hereby directed to cease and desist any and all use of the footage in any manner, including without limitation to use of Henley's voice, image, likeness, and reference to his personal or professional business, collectively NIL, right? This demand includes posting the footage or the NIL on social media and featuring the foregoing in any film, television, programming, and streaming. Nigga, if it never happened, why the fuck you got your attorney?
Oh, shit, I'm reading it. Hold on, I'm reading it. Oh, shit.
No, hold on, bro.
Hold on, Todd.
If it never happened, why would you serve if you never said these things?
A cease and desist.
FaceTime never happened. Why do you have your attorney serving Loose Cannon a cease and desist about it? Henley refused to sign a contract to allow you to use the footage. And any program that stands firm in refusal. Listen, look, bro. This nigga.
That's crazy.
He just admitted to work.
Bro, this is real shit. You will never, and I'm going to say this, because I'm going to use myself. You will never see me serve Mika paperwork saying you can't put out the footage of you putting fingers in my ass. You know why? Because it never happened.
Never happened. Never didn't exist. Why even come?
So if you know it don't exist, nigga, why you serving a nigga?
Right. That's
Well, if you know you wasn't CS2 back, then why'd you serve World Star Hip Hop? Y'all see how that go? Sometimes you just let them put their own foot in they. You only do that because you hiding something by your reasoning and logic.
That's a fact. That's confirmation.
Hey, yo. I know T-Money, you like to talk your
That's
shit.
confirmation.
He put name image and
I
likeness.
used to be his brain, bro. That dumb as fuck.
Yeah, that was a bozo.
That's a bozo number 8. That's a bozo number 8.
Nigga getting spanked with facts all year.
And let me tell you what spooked him. Hold on, bro. I wasn't gonna do this. This just 2 days ago. Loose Cannon said that nigga don't want to have no conversation with me. Cuz don't want to fuck with me. He won't even get on the phone. Watch this, Wack. Watch this. Who in here got
hit that like button?
Who in here got audio? Eric in here? Who in here? Josh?
We got a couple of them in here. Yep.
Josh in here?
That's Eric. That's Eric Wack.
Eric.
We taking phone calls. We're gonna end it right here. We're gonna take a couple phone calls. I got a Cash App, man. Salute for the Cash App, man. That helped keep the lights on. Rand Ty. Salute, salute, salute. Every little bit help. Salute. Appreciate the Cash App. The phone number's on the screen. Let me make sure it's still up there. No, it's not up there. We're going to put the phone number up. Chop it up with a real one. Call up. We taking all calls. Talk about what you want to talk about. Let me know what you vibing on right now. It's late. We're going to do about a couple calls, see who call in. Anybody got something to add? Maybe it's the content today, or maybe it's just something that you wanted to, or maybe it's just something you wanted to get off your chest, man. The phone number is up, 213-338-0034. Big Bad 213 area code, 213-338-0034. If nobody want to call, we don't get a call in a minute, then we going to end the live, man. And that's good for me. I'm already getting sleepy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go get my hair cut tomorrow. I was growing my hair back. My mom called me, told me I'm looking crazy. King Priest. I'm like, I'm trying to grow my hair back. You don't need no braids. You're too old. We got a call from Georgia. Let's see who it is. West, what it do? Oh, Polo, what's up with you, bro?
What's up with bro? We've been riding this. We've been riding this wave on this clown ass nigga since day one. When we was going around trolling the Oscar Mayer Mafia, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You remember every room Wack would go in with the OGs. They'll ping you in there. And you'll end up pinging us. You got your own room of people going off in there, and I got my own room of people going off in there. Boy, we go off in there, man, run that nigga ass up out that room so fast, man.
Hey, that reminded me of what just happened on No Jumper when I called Adam at No Jumper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, look, this all I want to say real quick. This nigga here, man, we been knew he was the police since day one. Since the shit you dug up. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. But, bro, peep the shit that he's doing, bro. The shit he's doing on the internet, running his motherfucking mouth. But you also sicking the feds on shit trick. And goddamn Birdman.
And Birdman, yeah. Astonished.
And not only that, now you about to have the feds harassing goddamn Future about, did you really get your ass beat up in the... Did these folks really do this to your security guard?
Nasty work.
Nasty, man. He's nasty. He's putting the feds on these people, bro, for no fucking reason. And it ain't for content.
Yeah.
It's more than content.
Yeah. Well, Polo, shout out to the Polo gang. You know what it is, bro. Let me take the next call. Salute.
Already. Salute, bro.
Where's?
What's happening?
What's the deal?
What's up with it?
It's Lil Chris from St. Louis, man.
Okay, what up, Lil Chris?
I live in LA though. I've been out here for 8 years.
Yeah, I see that 818 area code.
Yeah, what's happening? I wanted to speak on this police ass shit, right? And I'm a nigga where I understand paperwork. I read paperwork. I've been in the feds. I got my paperwork. I know all about that, right? What's really alarming that nobody spoke about is how did these transcripts get out? These court transcripts. Where did court transcripts come from?
It's in the indictment paper. It's on the docket, bro.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Transcripts don't come out. Transcripts have to be requested.
Right.
So who requested the transcripts?
No, well,
I'm saying I'm going down to the credibility.
Right.
I'm going down to the credibility. Now, when you say see, I could bring up some paperwork that say see whatever, see whoever, right?
Right.
I'm not a biased party. Like I have a very disdain for. I have a very bad taste in my mouth about anybody who around here doing police shit. Just off of the strength of what my morals and principles are. So right. I'm not on here defending nobody or nothing. I'm just on here breaking down the information that's being presented, and a lot of people don't know what's being presented to them. So they just going along with any. I could make a live and get to going and be very convincing. So what I was only asking is, where's the credibility of CS2? Who knows that's who they're supposed to be?
The dude who CS2 called on the wiretap. His name is Money Mark Stevens. That's Shaquille O'Neal business partner. He's a sports agent that I interviewed. He's the sports agent for Stephen A. Smith. He was the sports agent for Shaquille O'Neal, Ron Artest, and Pac-Man Jones. This ain't no bum ass street nigga with a issue with him. Was he indicted? No, he was only talked to and investigated. He didn't get indicted, but he knows who caught him on that wiretap, right?
Okay. He's the only person who can confirm the conversation because he was the party involved.
Well, he was the one that did the actual three-way, but the third person didn't want to get on the phone with the nigga that he called with. Yeah. So, and then, but now also the attorneys can confirm it.
This is where a lot of the reason why I'm breaking that down is because over the past week, information has been spread and there is no credible source for the information.
No, you're wrong, bro. You're 100% wrong.
The reason why I'm speaking on that is because
listen, hold on. Wait, you're 100% wrong, bro. I don't know where you did your time at. Where you did your time at in the Fed?
I started at USP Terre Haute, went to USP Big Sandy, and I left from USP Yazoo City.
Okay.
I did all USP time.
I started.
No camps or none of this.
I started at USP Lompoc when it was still a USP. I opened up USP Victorville, and then I ended up in USP Florence, Colorado after a riot. I had the yard in Colorado. I went from there to the Smooth program. I opened it up in Talladega. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. I'm finna pull up the documents right now. No, listen, because you made a statement. Hold on. You made a statement that there was no.
But the statement that I'm talking about is from what came out of Whack mouth.
Oh yeah.
That's the statement I'm talking. That's what you ain't let me. I said over the past week. It's been a lot of speculation about who cooperated and all this other extra stuff. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. When you talk about this federal system, I can't really speak on state because state is basically open game. Anybody could go pull up some state shit. When you talk about this federal shit,
yeah,
it's only you have to have a credible source. Like the source is everything.
Right.
The source is everything.
Well, yeah. What's your name, bro?
I've been in spots where people produce fake paperwork. So
right.
What I'm only trying to say by this is that it sounds like a whole bunch of lies are being uncovered because they've been stacked on top of each other because people don't know what they're looking at. There's no way that this was even supposed to go this far when it's in black and white.
I agree, bro. Salute.
So that's where I'm down. When I'm like, wait a minute, why are we uncovering the truth as if it was being hidden? No, it wasn't being hidden. It was just being railroaded, like as if like it did exist.
Right.
Because when people start talking about producing paperwork will shut everything up. Because you already know, you talking about line pop, Victorville, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't even speak without your driver's license in your hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All this, I heard this and this. Nah. Where it comes from? You know what I'm saying? That's number one.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I was trying to say, because it sounded very confusing to hear somebody saying CS2 and all these other things, but the source wasn't there. Now that you exposing who the source was or telling me who the source was, it does make a lot more sense.
Right. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a couple more calls and then I'm gonna play the interview with Money Mark Stevens. Just the interview. Enjoy your evening. Let me take the next call.
For sure.
Salute, bro. Okay, I thought he definitely had a right to ask a question about CS2 back.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying.
But I thought it was, there you go. Carolina Connect TV. Salute. What it do, bro?
What's going on with it, man? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm blessed and highly favored, King.
Listen, man, ain't nothing like it. I just wanted to call and give you my big ups, man. I see what you're doing. I want you to know that from my side of the country to yours, people out here on this side respect what you're doing, man. Keep pushing. Congratulations on your son, man. Glad everything is well with him. And just keep your foot on this nigga whack head, man. We despise these types of niggas, man. We ain't got to go into the details.
Right. As you should, because if the way that they trying to take our civil and constitutional rights right now, steadily eroding them under this administration, if they try to force us into slavery tomorrow, as soon as your children or nephews try to buck, it's going to be these type of house niggas that's going to sell us all out. But yeah, thanks for the support, Carolina Connect TV, man. Enjoy your day.
Most definitely. It's nighttime over here, but same to you, man.
All right. That's the guy, Carolina Connect TV. Numbers on the thing. We taking phone numbers. Let me find that thing. We gonna play that. If we don't get no more calls, we gonna play that, and then we gonna get up out of here, man. We gonna play this Money Mark Stevens, man. I thought people already knew about the Money Mark Stevens interview. You know what I'm saying? I thought they knew about that. Money Mark ain't playing no games, man. Money Mark said when he defected, when he defected, you know what I'm saying? When he defected, when I met him, he was hanging with Stutterbox. He was hanging with Stutterbox. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Money Mark Stevens, man. Money Mark Stevens a slick motherfucker, man. You gotta peep the slick shit though. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you, I believe that he gave us everything he told us was truth and his perspective. You know what I'm saying? His experience. I don't believe that he lied to me not once. Now, did he give us all of the information? No, I don't think he gave us all of the information. And I can understand why he wouldn't, because some things might have statutes of limitations, some things might not. You know what I'm saying? But in any event, let's get to this Money Mark Stevens. Since it was brought into question, and as doing journalistic research, man. Okay, so that's Money Mark, but that ain't the whole conversation. Let me see where the whole conversation at with Money Mark Stevens. Damn. Maybe it's on scan. Oh, no, here we go. Boom. We got it. We finna get to it. Hit that like button. Ain't nobody else calling in, huh? Oh, somebody sent the Cash App. Okay, I'm finna check it out right now. I shot it right now.
So, where we was at? Okay, so at some point you get a phone call from WAC 100, Cash Jones, and when he contact you, what did he contact you concerning? he wanted to reach out to Del Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Del Dog some information that he had gotten from Stutterbox, right? It's like he was getting information from Stutterbox on what his plan was and what the get down was going to be. And he wanted to talk to the homie and talk to him. And Dog wasn't getting on the line with him. And he kept blowing me up because he wanted me to get him on the line.
Smart man. Rest in peace to Del Dog, man. So he's talking about the phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you?
Well, the homie Del Dog never trusted dude. You follow me?
Right.
So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't gonna chance it. You follow me? Right. But it was later on. It was later on after they took the case to they was taking it all away because the homie ain't had no choice. You know, he was facing a life sentence, so he had to take it all away. And with all the lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery, and that's when we found out that the lines was compromised.
Thank you, Mohil. And as soon when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretaps? The
whole transcript. I got the whole transcripts. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretaps.
And do you get that paperwork?
Wait, why you capping? Hold on.
When
why you capping? Are you Stephanie? Yes or no? Just put yes or no in the chat. I got Stephanie. Let's go. And Stephanie's Cash App said, "Fuck whack 100." I didn't know you could do it like that on Cash App. Cash App popping.
Do you see your conversation with Cash Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating. That was the initiating when they started recording.
Right. Right. And how did they refer to Cash Jones?
In the paperwork they put him as back. BACK. And
correct.
I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is, I ain't talked to no back. And they said, nah, that's whack. But they put him as back because he a blood. So it's back. And I said, oh, okay.
And was this back also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Well, man, I'm glad that the truth was able to come out. And it's sad.
But bigger than that, homie, right? You know, I watched dude, man. He said some things about the big homie Shaq, you know, that wasn't true. He said some things like he been trying to destroy the big homie Big U name, and I'm seeing and watching this. And I called the big homie U. We was talking. I said, yo, when you get into Atlanta, man, come see me. Because I had what I had for years. And when I gave it to the homie, I said, man, you read it. Because it was a big-ass textbook of shit. And the homie just sided with what was right. He said, I can't fuck with dude no more. And that was the end of that.
Until Wax started attacking, and that's when Wax started attacking him with false allegations and all of this online weird shit, right?
Correct, because the homie Big U asked me why I didn't fuck with the nigga, and I said, when you pull up, I'm gonna show you. I want you to read it. And when he read it, he was like, oh, okay, I see why you don't fuck with the nigga. I can't fuck with the nigga. And that was it.
Wait, how long was it from when you first got it that you met you in Atlanta to show him the work?
Still
I got the paperwork from the attorneys probably in, I want to say 12 or 13, because it was a series of, remember the incident happened in 07, 06, 07, but Box had went to prison. He caught a drug case, so he went to prison, and they waited to almost the last month of the statute of limitations to go get the homies from Main Street.
Right.
So it had been about a 5-year period from the time that had happened to the time that they came and got the big homies. And then once they got,
how did you feel about you waiting that long now?
well, he chastised me, and I never, one of the things, bro, and it's like it's the slippery slope, as people say, right? Like on one end, Whack, the nigga, he wasn't doing no harm, right? He was just trying to move around and be the tough guy. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, okay, that's what you want to do, cool. But then it went from that to, I heard what he was saying about the big homie Shaq, and then I heard what he said about Big U, and that's when I picked up the phone. I said, hey, you, man, I want you to read something, man. And then once you read it,
Call in, Black Jesus.
That's Quran.
As soon as this is over,
That's the
we
Holy
taking
Quran.
calls.
Once you know, you're accountable for what you know. And when he read it, he said, okay, I see why you don't fuck with dude. I can't fuck with dude. And that was it. Let me tell you something, man. I probably haven't seen nor talked to Whack in years, and I wish everybody success and happiness, but not on the basis of lies.
Right.
And
not on the and really indicative of your character, Mark, because you have a whole campaign publicly of a brother that's heavy in our community positively, helping get these kids graduated from school and into football and all of these other positive things. And he smutting his name through the mud just because he decided not to deal with him.
And brother, well put. Look, I call the homie Big U all the time. I call him the naked truth. And he always be like, why you call me the naked truth? I said, because Whack is the well-dressed lie. It's an old parable about truth and lie when swimming. And, lie jumped out the water and put on truth clothes. So you had a well-dressed lie, but then truth got out the water and it was naked. So you got the naked truth that's trying to run down a well-dressed lie. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is with the homie.
Salute. Well, yeah, man. Well, I know you a businessman and you stay on positive shit, man. I'm sorry that we had to even delve into these negative accusations that got a lot of people, good people, name caught up in it.
Yeah, that's when Big U cut
them
them
off. Get the truth where truth appears, falsehood disappears, man. And I wanted to hear that for myself, man.
Man, hey, man, I appreciate you, man, and God bless. But like I said, man, it's a lot of things is just a well-dressed lie. That's all I can say.
Right, and that's what Cass Jones is. He is the well-dressed lie.
Yeah, and Big U is the naked truth. It is what it is. He always stood on the side of truth. He ain't never wavered from that. From the time I gave him that paperwork, I watched him take assault after assault because he just did the right thing. He just said, I can't fuck with you.
And I'm so glad that he ain't responded publicly to these negative lies because he's above that shit. Let him stay low and you just stay high. Don't let this man trick you up off the street or the feeling like you got to address every lie he makes up every day.
Well, and then you got to understand too, bro, it's, like I told you about throwing a rock and hiding your hand. What's the motive for throwing the rock to begin with? Like, we know the rocks is being thrown, but what's the motive? Like, only thing I saw the homie Big U do, put out a great documentary on hip hop. I see him, man, putting these kids through college and sending them like I'm trying to understand what's the motive, or it's a motive that we can't comprehend because we don't think on those levels. You feel me?
Hey, that's perfectly said. And I'm gonna tell you this: in all of my life, being from the community of South Central Los Angeles, only time I ever heard of a public artificial dissemination of disinformation was through COINTELPRO and J. Edgar Hoover, man. And I'm just gonna drop that jewel and let you go, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, man.
Likewise,
kid. All right, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. That's it. There go Money Mark right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Why you capping? Thank you. Let me put this number back up. Hey, Julie, check your what you call it. We'll be finished with part one on. We'll be done with part one of Hip Hop Planet in 6 months. Check your DM. All right, so let's get back here. Rat, no 100 wear jerseys with no shirt underneath. He's not well dressed, but he's alive. Yeah. Oh, yeah, his lie for not coming to the verses. His card that was allegedly supposed to let the game use broke down. Whack, Gay Ray J, Gay, and Blueface, this shit crazy. And Whack the police. I bet. Yeah, this is nasty work. Hold on, let me put this up here. We taking these last calls in case somebody want to say something. If not, we going to be ending this. It's already over 2 hours, too. It's already 2 hours in. All alone, I was thinking Del Dog brother Kool-Aid is out. Ask him if Wack was a snitch. The only snitch is Stutterbox. Man, how he know? Why you capping? Jay Mason, Del Dog, he say Kool-Aid is out. Kool-Aid, what's Kool-Aid's name on the case? Give me Kool-Aid's real name. I'm finna pull up the case right now. What's Kool-Aid's real name? Since you Jay Mason, let me see what's going on. We gonna pull up Kool-Aid's real name. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see if he was knee deep in the what's called. I didn't see him on the wiretaps. That wasn't. They had majority of the dudes A-listers on that case on there, and I don't remember him. So let me see. We finna pull it up. Since you talk what you talking about, let me see. He talk about Money Mark lying. Stutterbox was the only snitch. You know how you know that's a lie? Because the paperwork say CS2 back told him about the main streets. And he feared for his life if the main streets found out he was also cooperating. So what are you talking about? Huh? How was Stutterbox the only one? Dodo, you so slow. Look, I hate these slow-ass gangbangers. Let's go here first. I'm finna show you how slow these gang members is. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of these weirdos, right? Niggas can't think past go. All we talk these niggas, now Money Marks are busted. That's not what we talking about. Why you didn't say the nigga name? You talking about a nigga Kool-Aid? Fuck you mean? Who was Kool-Aid? His name ain't in the paperwork. You see this? This is the wiretap. And they're talking about box and back. So how the fuck is CS2 back Stutterbox the only snitch? When it hears right here, it says confidential source to back. Confidential source means you're necessarily a snitch, nigga. You slow, or you just a rat-loving, dick-sucking bitch, nigga. Fuck you gonna say? It was only one snitch, and that was what you call it. Do you got common sense? 2 separate cases, you big dummy. Oh, it was 2 separate cases. Okay, we dumb. You right. You know what? Let me go ahead and show you. Since this is a separate case, you dumbass nigga, you don't know how to read. Let's get back to it real quick. Let's get back to it. CS2 Back has provided historical information concerning the Main Street Mafia Crip organization. You big dummy. Fuck you mean he snitched on another case? No, nigga. Specifically about the Main Street Mafia Crip organization. Weirdo. These niggas is, bro. See, this is why you can't even have these kind of conversations with niggas that's taught 2 things, nigga. How to take that ass whooping on their initiation and how to shut their motherfucking mouth. Stay in their place, nigga. These niggas don't be knowing what the fuck they talking about. This is why niggas like him don't have no voice. Nigga, your credibility, whoever the fuck you thought you were, you might have put in the most work from wherever you from. But that shit don't go nowhere because you can't think past go. Your whole credibility, what you brought here talking about money marks a lie and this and this and this and that, and you talking about Axe Kool-Aid, he just got out of jail. First and foremost, Kool-Aid name ain't even in this indictment, I don't believe, unless it's up under a different name. And then you say that there was only one snitch on the case when I show you that it says Stutterbox and CS2 Back. That the call Del Dog and Money Mark is talking about Stutterbox and CS2 Back. So that means 2 at least, because you said Stutterbox, Raddick, and then CS2 Back. And then you said, well, that was a different case, Dodo. And the first thing in the first sentence about CS2 Back is that he provided reliable historical information concerning the Main Street Mafia Crip organization. That's the first thing. We don't even got to read no more of that shit. That's how you serve these goofies, nigga. That's how you serve these goofies. No, Money Mark ain't no gangster. That nigga's a fucking sports agent, bro. But he was the one under investigation. 5 minutes of fame. Wax said he hit Del Dog's killer. Wonder what role he really played in that. Right. 2 separate cases, you big dumb. Jay Mason, you meat-eating goofy. I'll smack the shit out of you and your internet typing nigga. Who gonna do shit? Money Mark not a gangster to be a buster. Fam West saying he a rat. Facts, why you capping? What up? Uh-oh. Black Jesus Christ. Jay Mason, now you on timeout. Go stand in the corner. Yeah, he over here clout chasing, bro. One of whack goldfish minions. Mind of a goldfish. Yeah, bro. I mean, he did snitch and get Big U caught up, but he definitely told on them Milwaukee Brewer hat wearing community with the Duns hat. Such idiots. You big dummy. They're all gonna laugh at you. Anybody siding with CS2 Back is faulty as fuck. Exactly, Drew. He flawed. We would sit back and wait for your dumb ass to get crossed up in a trick bag. Yeah, all these niggas get crossed up fucking with them. We're taking phone calls. And if we not answering phone calls, we finna end the live. We will be live tomorrow. I do not work tomorrow. I'm just getting my hair cut, and I got a big meeting. Steffi Bingham. Okay, Steffi, you gotta follow me on Instagram. Hold on, let me see. Where you at? Let me see what because she put a note last time. Let's see if she know how to do a different note, because I don't know how to do all that shit. I'm going to learn, though. That nigga don't know what he talking about. Honk if you know what he said. How do you do all of this when you send the cash out? So she sent a $10 cash. I said, that nigga don't know what he talking about. 100 honk if you don't exist. And I replied with what you call it. Yeah, you got to teach me how to do that so I can send a message every time. Cash App stepping it up. Okay. No phone calls. Can I get a phone call? Anybody? Nobody want to talk? I don't know. As soon as, what time is my meeting tomorrow? Hold on. Let me see something. I got a meeting tomorrow with an angel investor for Hip Hop Planets. I gotta go to, bear with me real quick. Okay, hold on. I gotta go to my other email. Hold on. Okay, Joe. Yeah, tomorrow. We got a call from my guy, Jerry Griffin. What up, bro?
What up, Duse?
You already know, man. Okay, so for everybody listening, we got I got a meeting at 2:30 tomorrow, 2:30 to 3:15 with Milwaukee Tech Connect, Joe Poschel. But what up, Jerry Griffin? What you got to talk about? The mic is yours.
Ain't nothing. I'm just sitting up here watching. You know I miss you, man, being on the TV. But I know you're getting that Hip Hop Planets thing up off the ground, gun. I'm proud of you, man.
Man, that shit. Well, we down to right now for the first part be done. It's gonna be 6 months, but we need 50 more thousand. So we need 5 people with 10,000, or we need 2 people with 25,000. But the bottom line is we giving up 2% equity in Hip Hop Planets for each of the $10,000. It's gonna be a great investment. Believe you me, that little money gonna turn into something. If you ever wanted to play the lotto, this is your chance.
Right. I'll be watching the old joints, you know what I mean, scoping out, going back, you know what I'm saying, seeing what I missed, man. I gotta holler at you too. I'm putting one of these together around here, man. They need to know what they need to know, man.
Oh yeah, man. Just let me know what I can do. You already got my number. You been have my number, bro.
That's right. You know, that will keep your number, God. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You're
sir.
an example out here, man. I be meaning that Black Superman shit with all sincerity, brother.
Yes,
we
sir.
need that out here. I've been telling you for a while, man. The time and the place, man. This is the time, and you got the place, man. You in the right spot, brother. We need that out here, man.
Yes, sir. The Damu and Kiwe Conversation. I got to take the dogs out, go upstairs. Hey, salute. Stay in contact. We'll be on tomorrow about, we're going to try 5 Pacific, 5:30 Pacific tomorrow. Until then.
I'm out here on the east. I'll be with you, though.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be 8:30.
I'll be right here with some rolled up. We're waiting for Damu and Kiwe Conversation.
And we out. Y'all heard my boy Jerry Griffin. Damu and Kiwe Conversation.